Hello everyone, and welcome to our Let's Play of King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones, doing the AGD remake of this classic game. Joining us once again is myself, Lucky Loremaster, and my significant other...
Hi!
Goofy Guide Master. Alright then. Well, let's watch the introduction. Oh, and like before in King's Quest I, we don't have the music on, because if we did have the music on, you would not be able to hear anything else. So here we go. A classic adventure. Retold for the first time.
They should have the scrolling like in Star Wars.
You think so?
Yeah.
Based on the original story by Roberta Williams. Additional story text and dialogue by Daniel Stacy. Backgrounds by these people, and music by Tom and Diane Lewandowski of Quest Studios.
Are you gonna read them all?
No. Well, the AGS engine is by Chris Jones. The original game by Sierra Online. Okay, I think that's it. Here we go.
Yeah, I can read the dialogue.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, that's a pretty fanciful looking fellow there, walking to the castle in Daventry. I wonder just who he might be. Certainly not King Graham. Ah, but the guards salute him.
I was gonna say he was again.
Ah, he's certainly come to see us, hasn't he?
At least they moved.
Your Majesty.
Oop. Yeah, well, the introduction will have the voices.
King Graham?
Oh, yes, Minister,
Gervain, sire.
Of course. My apologies, Gervain.
Not necessary, Your Majesty. After all, I've been your security and defense minister for but a short while.
Yes. Where did you say you were from again?
Just some small, insignificant land to the far south. Pales greatly in comparison to your realm, my lord.
Ah, do you have something to report?
As a matter of fact, my liege, there's a small concern regarding the duty shifts of some of the castle guards and of the countryside patrols. Also, we are expecting our armed entourage from our nearest neighbor to return within the week. And there is the matter of an alliance with... My liege?
My apologies again, Minister Gervain. Please, continue.
Yes. As I was saying, there is the matter of an alliance with Hesperia. They've become a strong nation now, and it may be prudent to show our willingness to support them, lest they decide we are more of a hindrance than a help.
Does the king there have any daughters who've come of age?
I do not believe so, sire. As for the security arrangements for the royal ball held last week, I do believe the evening went by very smoothly. I dare say just about every princess in this region attended, and not one lost slipper, to coin a phrase.
Ugh, please, do not remind me.
Indeed, they were none too fetching. Would you like me to go over your plans for today, my lord? Very well.
Oh, forgive me once again. I am afraid that my mind wanders much these days. I wonder if my predecessor experienced times like these.
No doubt. Though I did not know King Edward the Benevolent personally, I understand he was a happy and astute man during his married life, before his wife passed away, that is. If I may be so bold, perhaps my lord is feeling that certain rooms in his castle are somewhat sparsely filled. The throne room, for example, and other rooms that serve but a single soul, like your dining room and your bed chambers.
Finally got to the point.
Perhaps, but I do fear I've met no such candidates that would fill the rooms you have mentioned.
You should not lose heart, Your Majesty. if you pause to reflect for but a moment, you may see clearly what is hidden to others.
It's a rather enigmatic defense minister. Minister Gervain.
His face doesn't fit the pixel body thing.
Not really, no. Oh well. Artist interpretation. Ugh. Not looking so good, Graham.
You gaze into the mirror. The minister's words seem to echo in your head. If you pause to reflect for but a moment. Not that you've been doing much else lately. For many weeks now, you've been reflecting over the direction your life has taken. While Daventry has prospered under your wise leadership, so far your existence has been a dreadfully lonely one. Wait, the mirror is changing. As you watch, you begin to see a series of images, though you struggle to fathom their meaning. You recognize the landscape. It is Kolyma, a land not far from Daventry.
Ooh, oh, 3D.
That's pretty high-tech.
This is intense. I don't think those fawns are 3D, though.
No, they had some trouble there.
Oh. That's something. Whoa! What is this?
It's the White Tower.
Ooh. She looks like she needs to eat. No offense. Rather penciled in.
Well, she's stuck in a tower.
Yeah, that's true. His lips look black. Oh, they went back to normal.
You see the most beautiful woman you have ever set eyes upon. Somehow you can feel her sadness and her intense desire to leave that place. She is a prisoner in that tower.
Did you find what you were looking for, sire?
Somebody's a little nosy.
I require my ship ready for transport, Gervain. I shall be going on a trip presently.
Indeed. Where shall I tell the captain you'll be heading?
To Kolyma. I have to find someone.
I see. Well, if you must go, it is my duty to ensure that you leave prepared. Arm yourself, sire. I hear Kolyma is not the safe haven it once was.
Of course. I shall take the sword of the first king, as is my right.
A wise precaution, sire. And, if I may be so brash to ask, who might you be seeking?
If all goes well, my bride.
Wow. Haven't even met her there, buddy.
Relationships were much faster back then.
Yeah, that's the way it was with nobility. It was all arranged. It wasn't really about love so much as it was a social contract to tie families and empires together. Meanwhile, in Kolyma, well, that looks spooky.
Father!
Sister Agatha,
How may I be of service?
an opportunity has arisen, sister. I trust you still have your captive held securely away.
Of course.
A bit cruel, keeping her locked away like that. Do you not think?
No. How dare she flaunt her beauty in front of all to see? Her foolish male admirers see her and forget that I was the most beautiful of all in my day.
Jeez, what
In
happened?
your own special way, you are still beautiful.
You devil!
That is not an unfair description.
Now, you mentioned a service, I believe.
Yes, The King of Daventry has advised his faithful minister that he shall be departing for Kolyma presently. On a quest, you might say.
Really? What kind?
The kind that involves sticking his neck out to rescue a damsel in distress.
And what have I to do with his neck?
Put simply, my dear, sever it.
Oh, that's not good. Well, let's start the game.
Alright.
A day's journeying from Daventry has found you by the shores of Kolyma. Your ship, the Grand Thor, and its crew have deposited you and will return the day after tomorrow. Hopefully, this will give you enough time to locate and release the imprisoned woman you saw in the magic mirror.
Ooh, a couple of days, I'm sure we can manage that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make sure we're recording real quick. Yes, we are. That's good. Okay, now that's set, well, let's save our game now that we're here. Well, we don't want music, speech. I want to turn that down. We want to put it to text so that we can actually speak. Turn the game speed up a little, maybe the sound volume down a little bit. And let's save. Kolyma, here we are. Or, here we be? Here we be! Okay. Your vessel has safely transported you from the homeland of Daventry, finally depositing you at the pure land of Kolyma. As you watch your flagship of your fleet depart with pride, you will also sense anxiety building within you. Once it is gone, you will be quite alone in this country. Some crates have been unloaded at the end of the pier. You do not know where they came from, except perhaps certainly not from your vessel. The labels are in a foreign language you don't understand. A length of rope lies next to the crates at the end of the pier.
You take the rope if you can.
A net has been caught around one of the pier's pylons. Let's take the rope. The rope is old, worn, and weathered. It would be of no use to you. Search the crates. Crates do not interest you. Besides, they are not yours to take. Well, let's get the net. We can't get it. Well, you want to go get the net?
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump in. Whee! Walk off again. I want to go off the pier. Go off the pier. Not fathom what you might do with the sea, apart from see how fast you would drown in it. Oh, come on. Where's your sense of adventure, King Graham?
How are you supposed to get the net?
Maybe we're supposed to go onto shore and then come back out. Yeah, like this. You have no need to carry the water. No, I want to go down the ladder. There we go. Maybe we can swim out there and get it. You never know when you might need a good net. There we go.
It's an adventure game. You pick up everything.
That's right. That's how it works.
Kleptomania.
Untangle the net from the pylon and take it with you. You've got a net now. Hooray! What a good swimmer we are.
You only get 1 point for that.
Only 1 point. Okay. So, looks like we can go up here or over there. Sand on the beach glitters. The azure water of the ocean laps up to its edge. An assortment of trees grow here, and a quaint little pier occupies the shoreline. Which way should we go?
Whichever.
Let's go this way.
Okay. Those look like dome palms.
The path runs through the forest here. Tall palm trees grow close to the sea. Many trees shade your way as you journey through the land of Kolyma. A small cottage sits peacefully to the north. Check out the cottage?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. You've arrived at quite a lovely abode. A simple old house stands alone here. A white picket fence runs almost the entire length around the house. A curious object near the fence catches your attention.
Mailbox?
It is a mailbox. This is the first time you have even ever set eyes upon one, which isn't surprising. The postal system won't be invented for another few centuries to come. Residents of this land must either possess clairvoyance or just simply be ahead of their time. Let's check it. You open the mailbox. Inside there is, incredibly, a letter addressed to the resident. You decide to leave it in there. A card has been dropped in it also. You read it. Have you been missing church services lately? How long a while since your last confession? There is still time yet to repent your sins before the final hour. Come to the Church of Kolyma to pray for your own salvation, or just make a donation. Put your faith back into the church, and walk the path that has been laid down before you. Hours, from dusk till dawn. That's odd.
Yeah, a little bit.
What you see in the windows? Windows are spotless. Or in the little cottage kept closed. You decide to respect that. Can we knock? You attempt to open the door, but find it is locked. You think you hear the sound of labored breathing inside and decide against causing any further disturbance. Oh well. Well, we can go left or right. Oh. What do you think? Follow the bluebird?
Sure.
Okay. This way. Oh.
There's a fence there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a neat little path. This large fallen log is all that remains of a once grand tree. The path runs through the north and south of here. Weirwood Forest looms ahead to the north, beckoning adventurous travelers to enter. Let's check
What kind
the
of bird
fallen
is
log.
purple?
Stump is too heavy for one man to lift. Maybe there's something in here?
Treasure.
Sure enough, you peer into the depths of the dark hole. As luck would have it, you discover a beautiful set of earrings hidden inside. Each one is laced with glittering diamonds and contains a lovely blue sapphire stone in the center. Perhaps someone stashed them here. At any rate, you take them into your possession. Alright. Let's see, and I think this goes, if we had gone east. Yeah. Is there anything over here? Winding path twists around the trees and bends through the forest. Any trees shade your way? Oh, guess not. Oh, want to stay on the path?
Sure, whatever. You're in charge of the direction.
Alright. Oh, hey, what's this? A large lemon tree grows by the path. Several smaller lemon trees grow near the path. Their fruit is not yet ripened. Let's take a lemon. You reach out and pluck a large, juicy-looking lemon from the tree. Look at all our stuff. It's a lemon. Its juice has a bitter taste. Diamond sapphire earrings are very delicate. Each earring has a large sapphire surrounded by glittering diamonds. Fishing net is fashioned from a material that is unfamiliar to you. It is well made. And this is the sword of the first king of Daventry. It dates back almost 1,000 years and has been passed down from king to king since that time. Trying to damage it. A magnificent clear crystal is embedded within its hilt. Interesting. We're armed. Aha.
Possibly dangerous.
Yes, bushes abound in the forest. Branches have long, very fine leaves. Many trees shade your way. Well, I guess we'll just continue on the trail then.
None of them look particularly good for climbing.
Maybe this one. It'd be fun to climb the trees for a while, but you have better things to do. Aw. Well, there's the bluebird again.
At least it was actually blue this time.
Yeah. Town, eh? Sign reads town. It's kind of odd. You think it would actually have its name listed. Oh, and there's a fallen log back there we missed. Oh, well.
Probably had treasure in it.
It might have. We'll have to check it on the way back. Oh, no, this looks interesting. One of the trees here seems to be growing around some rocks. There's a sizable hole in one of the trees. Let's go see what's there. You peer into the hole of the pine tree, you see a mallet lying there. Pick it up and take it with you. That's odd, a mallet. The head of the mallet is made of iron. It has a long wooden handle. Okay then. That's a bit random.
Kleptomania.
Ah, Kolyma. And a hay bale. It's likely that this haystack was piled here by farmers from the town. A faded blue sheet has been tightly stretched across it to prevent the straw from blowing away in the wind. Want to search it?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I guess you find a needle.
Maybe. You want to do this voice? What?
No.
Who said that? I did. Huh? I'm down here in the hay. Oh, who are you? My name is... Yes? I can't seem to remember. Well then, what are you? Oh, I'm... Yes? Can't seem to remember that either.